Hello, I am Love and Deb. I have been on this painfully beautiful journey to self-love. Today I'll be stepping into the uncomfortable. Yes, I've stepped into the uncomfortable many times, but this is really, really uncomfortable for me. I'll be talking about spiritually awakening. How I believe that weight problems are related to past old wounds, hurts, and a message that I received from a loved one. I did some journaling when I was in a bad place, just putting these thoughts on paper, not reading it, just letting it go, letting it flow, just putting it all right here. And I decoded a message within that message. When I read what I wrote in my journal the next day, I read it and then I read it again. And it was as if these words on the page were just jumping out at me. And for some unknown reason, I just started underlining certain words, not all words, just certain ones that were just like popping out at me. Not reading, connecting them, just underlining. And when I started just putting these words together, when I went back and read each one, I ended up circling them. It was such a profound message. It's like a decoded message, a message within a message. I've never experienced this. When I awakened, and after my mom passed in 2015, I started getting all these signs, messages, synchronicities, things that I've never experienced before. And I believe that this was a message from a loved one, because I've been stuck in the past, stuck in my pain for way too long. Part of the awakening process is you go through, I guess you call it a soul's journey. You start losing pieces of your identity, of who you were, and you do feel alone in that time. And it's can be a traumatic process going through it. And I was just so stuck in that pain, and this message is something that I really needed, a big eye-opener. So this is what I wrote. Journal reflections. So here I go. Okay, this is hard for me to read this because it's part of my wounded soul. Okay, I'm slightly shaking. Here it goes. Okay, I need strength right now. You were scared that you were losing control. You are not. Letting go is never about losing control. It's about trust. You, darling, are afraid to trust. You've been broken so many times. And guess what, love? You rise up. You are a survivor, love. You survived death. There was a part of you that wanted to die that night. Because death is easier, and you were tired, oh so tired, but your will to live was stronger. You were riding the wave of pain. You felt unlovable. You had to love you first, darling. You feel everything in this moment, don't you? Allow it. It's okay to feel. You have every right to feel. You are safe. You are all things, but the greatest is your ability to feel. You cannot heal without the ability to feel. To not feel is to be numb. You turn to sweets because it helps you feel something familiar. In your pain, you want to feel, but you turn it off because you are scared. And you don't want to allow the unwanted feelings. Numbing with the familiar is easier. It's like a double-edged sword. Either way, it's going to prick and reopen a wound. Stop reopening the wound. So you can see I have stuff circled. So this is the decoded journaling that I received from my circled words. You are letting go, let go. Trust, darling, trust, love. Rise, survivor. You survived, you lived stronger. We were the wave you felt. Love first, darling. Feel everything you feel. Feel safe, you heal. You feel your pain because you are the open wound. Stop opening the wound. Whew, that was deep. You feel the pain because you are the open wound. Okay. So I got a message, an angel message, I want to say, from a person. Kelly, you challenged. You put out this challenge and I accepted. And I was, well, kind of thinking about it. And as I went back to read what I was going to share today, I was very disappointed this month because I was in such a bad place every year. I get a message from my dad, usually in the form of butterflies. They will literally just like fly on the patio next to me where I'm sitting. I just get this message in butterflies. And the same thing with my mom. But this year, I realized I had forgotten my dad's birthday. We didn't have a good relationship. But I forgave him. And I was disappointed that I didn't get a message when I realized his birthday had passed, and if there was a sign, I missed it. So when I was going to accept the challenge and I read this, I saw the date. I wrote this on October 13th. My dad's birthday. And I've never ever felt that I should decode my journaling. Never, ever, ever have I felt that. And I just feel that it's a message from my dad. And he's telling me to let go. To really, really let go. To stop going back in the past. I just really wanted to share that. Because maybe somebody needs to hear that. Maybe somebody needs this message. It wasn't until after I turned 50 that I started to spiritually awaken. My mom passed away in 2015. I started to spiritually awaken. I started receiving these signs. Maybe they had always been there. I just never noticed them. I was too trapped in my own mind to see them. I don't even know how to really put spiritually awakening into words. You feel very lonely, isolated, but at the same time you want to be alone. You need that alone time. You feel like you're crazy. You're not. I have so many pictures on my phone of just these signs and messages that I've received. Butterflies. I will literally have had butterflies flying alongside my window as I was driving after I would pray or say a prayer about, pray, how do I put this in words? I would just say, show me a sign that my mom's okay. And I would be driving and a butterfly would literally be just hovering right alongside my window as I'm driving. Maybe you've had this happen to you, comment and share. I started seeing things in group of threes. Like I'd go to the park and I would see just like 3 ducks, 3 geese, 3 turtles, 3 squirrels. I mean, it's a park and it's full of, animals and stuff. I would see like in groups of 3s. That's what really first started happening before I started seeing all the numbers. So I commonly see like 888 every day. My license plate, my own license plate is 888. It's not personalized. I would just see these numbers and I see them all day long, and it can make you feel like you're crazy, but you're not. And I know people that have spiritually awakened, online. They'll share this and they have groups for it. So you don't feel alone, because you can feel like you're losing your mind. Just this phenomenal connection to God, to nature is what I experience. In my meditation, it's so profound. I can't even put into words what I feel, what I see. It's just the most beautiful experience. It's unconditional love in its purest. in its most holiness. I don't know, this is just the beginning of sharing, so this is uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable, if that makes sense. But I just wanted to share this because if you're going through this, I don't want you to feel alone, because you're not alone. And know that you are loved, you are beautiful, and you are worthy to receive. Thank you for joining me. And I would love it if you would comment if you received any special messages from anyone, from any dear loved ones, because by sharing, you never know who you're helping. You may touch someone's heart and soul today. So be brave and be strong and share what you feel in your heart.